Okay, then, let's broach the next story. You know, to the first Chancellor of Germany, Otto von Bismarck, politics is the art of the possible, the art of the next best. As a matter of fact, he said politics is not an exact science. Now, news reaching us says the main opposition party in the country, that's the PDP, has openly admitted it is making concerted efforts to bring back former Anambra governor and LP's Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate into its fold, describing Peter Obi as a valuable asset who could swing electoral fortunes if he reunited with the platform. Ibrahim Abdullahi insists Obi is a product, but Senator Shehu Sani warns against his leaving Labour Party. Here we are again. These are interesting times.
Yes, I can relate with what Senator Shehu Sani said. Obi will not get the ticket at ADC. Atiku will pick the ticket. Nobody will go and spend money to buy a party because that's what they did. And that's why some of the people there are not happy.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the
original
people, yes,
members
a lot of them
ADC,
are not happy,
yeah.
And there's still a case in court.
Yeah.
They found a way to withdraw many of the cases, but there's still a case in court that threatens the future of ADC, you know, whether they like it or not.
It's not yet Uhuru.
No. I have the court papers. Now, Obi is being calculative. They say a bird in hand is what...
10 in the
men
bush.
in the bush. Is hoping that the courts and the INEC will resolve the crisis in the Labour Party in favor of the Nenadi Usman faction.
Okay.
And if because they see that as a mainstream Labour Party.
For the moment, too.
Mainstream, where majority of the members are.
Yeah.
So that's usually what happens at the end of the day when you have these factions. INEC and the courts will identify one faction as the mainstream faction, and then people will go there for the purpose of contesting election and all that. People will go there or remain there. So Peter Obi knows that it is not cast in stone for him to be presidential candidate in the ADC. And he does not want to be vice presidential candidate to anyone. Okay. In fact, the other day he was boasting that I'm the best. I will contest the election and I'm the best. For his own devotees who see him, who even claim that he won the election, there is no way you can suggest being number 2 to them. They don't want to hear that.
It doesn't have a
No,
place.
they don't want to. People who are saying Peter Obi won the election, you now want him to go back from being the presidential candidate of a party that got 6 million plus votes.
Play second fiddle.
That got 25% of the total votes in the election. You now want him to go back and play second fiddle to anyone. They are not prepared to even listen to that. So Obi doesn't want to do anything that will contradict what his followers, what his devotees want. So he wants to remain in the Labour Party, but he's telling you that, oh, I'm all for the coalition.
Okay.
He's hoping that maybe, just maybe, the coalition may settle for a consensus candidate. And that, I mean, the opposition will settle for a consensus candidate and they will say it is Peter Obi. That's what he's waiting for. He has no plan to go back to the PDP. He thinks that if Labour Party delivered all of those votes to him in 2023, whereas in 2019 they scored just 5,071 votes or so. In 2023, having joined the Labour Party, Obi garnered more than 6 million votes and 25% of the total votes. So he thinks that that party, he can still use that party. So he has no plan to join the ADC the way Atiku has done, the way Dele Momodu has done. He wants to remain in Labour Party. So, and I think Shehu Sani too realizes that if Peter Obi goes to PDP,
yes,
he will not get the ticket.
That's it.
That's why he's advising, I mean, goes to ADC. It is Atiku that will get the ticket. That's why he's advising him, stay in your Labour.
Mayor of a truth. politics is not an exact science. Keeps you guessing.
Yeah, I think Peter Obi is between the devil and the deep blue sea. Because all the options that is before him, none is easy. One, like Babajide said, going to ADC, he knows that he cannot get a ticket. The way ADC is structured now, it is tailor-made for Atiku.
Yes.
And when there is primaries tomorrow, Atiku will get a ticket.
Yeah.
So, so that is half. When you look at PDP, yes, it makes a lot of sense for PDP to invite him to say, come and be our candidate, because PDP is a stronger platform. PDP is a stronger platform, and it could make waves there.
Stronger
but it
platform,
cannot,
stronger platform
yes,
in the circumstance.
In the political sphere, because they have governors, they still have heavyweights who are within the party. Though a lot of people are leaving the party, but they still have a lot of governors, they still have heavyweight there.
Yeah.
So if they invite him and he becomes a candidate of PDP, it will be better for him. But he cannot go to PDP because already we know that there are two tendencies in PDP. The Wike faction and the governor's faction. Either of the two factions will not give him the presidential ticket on a platter of gold. It's not possible. So if he goes into, if he decides to join PDP, politically he's finished.
Yeah.
So it's left with Labour. Labour is factionalized, and I can't see them. Yes, even if they solve their problem, it will still be a weak platform by 2027.
Yeah.
Yes. And then when you look at Obi, what I want people to know is that Obi of 2025 and probably Obi of 2027 is different from Obi of 2023. Okay. There are a lot of factions, there are a lot of reasons, there are a lot of factors that made Obi to be a strong candidate in 2023.
At the time,
One, there was this NSAS movement. And because of the passion of the NSAS movement, a lot of young people wanted somebody to symbolize their anger against the state. So Obi was able to be that candidate that they saw. Two, IPOB in 2023 was very strong. And they were able to muzzle the governors in the Southeast and top politicians in the Southeast to say that if you don't support Obi, we are going to come for you. So if you look at it, that Obi gathered more than 95% of the votes cast in the Southeast.
Yeah.
People voted for him, but they were voting for other politicians when it comes to the Senate and the House of Rep and governorship. Yes. You understand? So that's another factor that is not there now. So when you look at the Muslim ticket, because of the Muslim ticket, the Christian community were very passionate they were very angry because of the Muslim ticket. Yeah. And you see that in the north, Obi won in the Christian dominated areas.
Yeah.
So the passion about the Muslim ticket is not as strong as it was in 2023. Yes. So there are a lot of factors. So Obi is not as powerful or sellable like it was in 2023.
So well, they don't want to hear that.
They may not want to hear the truth, but that is, they may not hear the truth. They may not want to hear that. So Obi getting something done in ADC on PDP is almost impossible. Nothing is, yes, there could always be exception. Yeah. So his best bet is still in Labour.
You know, when BKO said earlier on, if you are between the devil and the deep blue sea, a cynic said, if you were between the devil and the deep blue sea, jump into the sea. Whether if you know Sabi swim, somebody go help you.
No.
The devil said no Sabi.
But then in politics, if you make a mistake, you are not easily forgiven.
Yes. But you see, that is why 2027 is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Because the opposition do not seem to want to get something right. And that is that for you to beat APC and its candidate, everybody must come together.
All hands together.
Everybody must come together. It's not as if you will just sit down and be saying, look, if you say that things are difficult, I concede that things are very difficult. But in 2023, as we move towards the election, things were terrible in this country. There was no fuel, there was no money because of the money. There was no money. People were angry. and the candidate was then still able to win. So not now that you have ADC, you have APC, you have PDP, you have Labour, you are still going to do the same thing that you did in the time.
They will still not come together.
So when you divide your votes, forget it.
Gentlemen, I cannot forget to quote the so-called first Antichrist, Napoleon Bonaparte. He said, in politics, if your enemy is making a mistake, do not interrupt him.
No, do not allow him to continue to do that.
So, no pun is intended. Mr. Peter Gregory Obi knows that he has this crazy choice before him. Would he consider returning home to PDP or
staying where he is,
and at the same time making sure the Labour Party is
not
a fallback,
or joining the coalition,
or joining the, so he's between and betwixt, if you ask me. Reason would prevail. We wish you well.